Welcome to the Legoz Quick Start presentation. The presentation has 3 parts, and provides a comprehensive introduction to Legoz and the processes it enables, from creating and linking new organizations, through establishing key roles and functional users, to integrating data sources. By the end of the presentation, you'll have a complete understanding of how these elements interact with the system. Our first task in this session is to create a new organization. We'll then create 5 distinct roles and associate them with the organization. The first 3 of these will be functional roles, and will showcase how owner, developer, and super user role types are assigned and utilized within the system. The last 2 roles we create will demonstrate how menu access can be restricted based on role assignment. Once we've established these roles, we'll go on to create 4 user accounts and link them accordingly. To begin, log into Legoz using valid user credentials that grant access to the security menu. Once logged in, click the down arrow to expand the security menu. From there, navigate to the organization menu item by expanding both the security and account management menus. Click on the organizations menu item to proceed. Depending on the level of access granted to your user account, you'll encounter an organization management screen displaying existing records of organizations within the system. To create a new organization, click the Create button at the top of the organization's grid, and the Create Organization pop-up modal will appear. You'll notice that the organization code and description fields are marked with a red asterisk to indicate that they are mandatory. Enter your desired organization code and description into the respective fields, using demo_org as the organization code for the purposes of this demonstration. Note that the terms and conditions, as well as 2-factor authentication, can be configured for an organization, but we won't delve into those functionalities in this demonstration. For more information on these features, refer to the Create Organizations training module. Once you've entered the organization code and description, navigate to the Options section and select the Active Indicator checkbox. This checkbox is used to activate or deactivate an organization in the system. When all mandatory information has been entered, you'll notice that the Save and Manage Roles buttons become enabled, allowing you to finalize the organization setup. If you click the Save and Manage Roles button, the system would typically save the new organization record and open the Link Roles modal. Since we haven't created any roles for this organization yet, click the Save button in this instance. A confirmation message will appear, indicating that the record has been created successfully, and your newly created organization will be displayed in the grid. In the following section, we'll create and configure roles that grant specific access to functionality within the system. Legoz makes use of role types to manage functional segregation, ensuring quality assurance and facilitating object versioning during the development and exposure of data objects to users for consumption. For detailed information on the functionality associated with each role type, refer to the role type definitions in the General Concepts training module. We'll create the following roles to facilitate object versioning and menu access. Developer, this role will be configured and assigned to user accounts, granting access to create, configure, and modify data objects. Owner, user accounts that are assigned this role will act as owners of specific data sources, and will be responsible for approving any data objects created by developers on those data sources. Super user, users with this role will be authorized to approve data objects created by developers on behalf of owners, even if they are not the owner of the data sources on which the data object is created. Limited menu access. This role will provide users with access to all modules within Legoz, excluding the administrative menu items. Full menu access. Users assigned this role will have access to all menus within Legoz. Let's proceed with configuring these roles. Navigate to the Roles menu by expanding both the Security and Account Management menu items, then click on the Roles menu item. The Roles screen will open, displaying all available role records. For the purpose of this demonstration, we'll create new roles. However, it's worth noting that it isn't always necessary to do so. If the role you require already exists in the system, you can link it to a new organization. Select the Create button and the new role modal will appear. Enter a unique role code and description. For this demonstration, we'll create the developer role as Demo Developer. Once you've entered a role code and description, you'll notice that the Save and Manage Organizations buttons become enabled. Click the Save and Manage Organizations button to access the Linked Organizations modal, where an organization must be linked to the new role. Note that an organization could also be added to an existing role by selecting the Organizations function button in the Roles grid. We'll now link the organization to the new developer role. If the role is already linked to any organization in the system, it will appear on the left side of the Linked Organizations modal. On the right side, you'll see all the available organizations that can be linked to the role. To link the new organization to the developer role, simply click the arrow next to the organization you want to link. This action will add the organization to the list of linked organizations for the role. After linking the organization, click the Save button to save your changes and return to the role screen, where you can proceed with any additional configuration or create more roles as needed. Now that you have an understanding of how to create a role, follow these steps to create the other 4 roles required for this demonstration. Create the owner role as demo_owner. Navigate to the Roles menu item. Click the Create button. Enter demo_owner as the unique role code and owner role as the description. Click the Save and Manage Organizations button. Link the demo_org to the demo_owner role. Click the Save button. To create the super user role as demo_super user, click the Create button. Enter demo_super user as the unique role code and super user role as the description. Click the Save and Manage Organizations button. Link the demo org to the demo super user role. Click the Save button. To create the limited menu access role as demo_app, click the Create button. Enter demo_app as the unique role code and limited menu access role as the description. Click the Save and Manage Organizations button. Link the demo org to the demo app role. Click the Save button. Lastly, create the full menu access role as demo_admin. Click the Create button. Enter demo_admin as the unique role code and full menu access role as the description. Click the Save and Manage Organizations button. Link the demo org to the demo admin role. Click the Save button. Now that you've created all of the roles required for this demonstration, let's assign role types to them. In order to assign the developer role type to the demo developer role, you need to filter the roles grid by entering demo in the role code filter field. You should see 7 records. Locate the demo developer role in the grid, then click the type function icon next to the demo developer role. The role type modal will open, displaying all linked organizations and their assigned role types. You will note that no role types are assigned to the demo role of the demo org. Click on the linked organization, in this case the demo org, and the available role types will become active for selection. Select the arrow next to the developer role type to associate it with the demo developer role. Finally, click the Save button to save your changes and return to the role screen. Now that you know how to assign a role type to a role, follow the same process to assign the owner role type to the demo owner role, and the super user role type to the demo super user role. You will remember that we previously created 2 additional roles, namely demo admin and demo app. These roles need to be configured in order to grant the appropriate menu access to users. When granting a role access to menu items, take into consideration that any user account associated with a role type that controls menu access will be able to access and interact with the module configured for that role. Let's start by assigning full menu access to demo admin role. This role will be used to grant administrative users access to all the menu items in the system. Click the menu access function icon in the grid next to the demo admin role, and the menu access modal will open. Select the demo org that was linked previously. You will see each menu item listed with 2 options, namely visible and enabled. Check both the visible and enabled option for each menu item. Be sure to expand the access structure to select both options for any submenus as well. Once you have checked all the selection boxes, click the Save button. Now that the admin role has been configured, we can proceed with configuring the demo app role that will be used to grant users access to all menu items in the system required to create, configure and interact with data objects. Once again, click the menu access function icon in the grid next to the demo app role, and select demo org. Only link the following Legoz access structures: data sources, entities, object builder, data objects, caching schedule, and publication status. Check both visible and enabled options for the selected menu items. Once you have checked all of the selection boxes, click the Save button. With these steps, you've successfully assigned menu access to the demo_admin and demo_app roles, ensuring that users have appropriate access to the platform's functionality based on their roles. This establishes the necessary security baseline for efficient platform usage. In order to create user accounts for a specific organization, the signed-in user will first have to be linked to the newly created organization and assign the necessary menu access for that organization. To do this, expand the Security and Account Management menu items, then click on the Users menu item. The Users screen will open, displaying all user records. Enter the username of the signed-in user in the user code filter field. You should now only see one record. Click on the roles icon for this record. This will open the linked roles modal. On the left, all the roles already linked to the user account are listed. On the right, you'll see all available roles that can be linked. Filter the available roles grid by entering demo in the org code filter field. You'll see all the roles that you have created for this demonstration, including the demo admin role. Link the demo admin role by clicking the arrow next to it. The role will appear in the currently linked roles grid. You can now click the Save button to return to the user's screen. The user's name will be displayed in the top right corner next to the Logout button. Click on the user's name, and the Account Management pop-up modal will open. You will see two available organizations. Click the Switch button next to Demo Org to change organizations. Once you have done so, click the Cancel button to exit the Account Management modal. Now that the roles are configured and the admin user is signed into the correct organization, we can proceed with creating the demo user accounts and assigning the respective roles. Let's create the developer user account first. Navigate to the User Accounts section of the system. Click the Create button. For the purposes of this demonstration, enter the following user account information: email address, demo_dev@demo.com, first name, demo, last name, developer, organization code, demo_org. This determines the default organization linked to the user account, password, enter a secure password. Select the Active Indicator checkbox under the Options section. Once you've captured all the required information, you'll notice that the Save and Manage Roles buttons become enabled. Click on the Save and Manage Roles button, and the linked roles modal will open. All the roles that are already linked to the user account are listed on the left of the linked roles screen. The principal user role is also displayed here. On the right, you'll see all available roles that can be linked to the user account. Filter the available roles grid by entering Demo in the org code filter field. You'll see all the roles that were created previously, including Demo Developer and Demo App. Link the Demo Developer and Demo App roles by clicking on the arrows next to them. These roles will now appear in the linked roles grid. Once you've linked the roles, click the Save button to return to the user's screen. Following the same steps, we have created the demo_owner, demo_superuser and demo_user accounts as follows. The demo owner was created as demo_owner and linked to the demo owner and demo app roles. The superuser was created as demo_superuser and linked to the demo superuser and demo admin roles. Lastly, The demo user was created as demo_user and linked only to the demo app role. Thank you for watching part 1 of this training module. In part 2 and part 3, we'll look at the creation of a data source and data objects, applying the security roles we've created, and demonstrating the access levels that various users have within the system.